Hi, this is Gina, and welcome to Perfectly Imperfect Junk Journals. What I'm going to share with you today is a hashtag Wing It Wednesday, which is hosted by Jenny's Crafty Corner. What is so great about this hashtag is that it motivates you to go through your craft room and find items that you started and haven't finished, or items that are just waiting to be created. So I had these albums in my craft room, and at one time I was going to make clocks out of them and did some acrylic pours, but now I'm going to turn them into mixed media art. But what is mixed media art? It is a visual art form that combines multiple materials and techniques into single artwork, creating layered, textured, and multi-dimensional pieces. It also tells a story from a creative point of view. Before I start sharing the mixed media albums that I've made, I am going to ask a huge favor. If you can please pick a favorite of the 6 that I'm going to share with you, and please note it in the comments section. I would greatly appreciate it if you can do that for me. I'm going to go ahead and start with a coffee mixed media. Years ago, I used to make these mixed media pieces on canvas, and I always sold them at craft fairs, so I'm hoping that will be the case with these ones too. This next album is one of my magazine collages. I just love using graphics. Here I have a piano with this lady sitting on the top. I love to use picture frames because I can add into it. Here is a young Native American managing a horse. And then here, chairs. I love to add chairs because you can always add on top. So I have a tub with another lady hanging her legs over. And then here on the left is this beautiful cat. And I added some books and then the buffalo. And then I love this little saying that says, "Stake your claim." Here's another coffee mixed media piece, but I don't like it. I'm still going to add to it. I did draw these coffee cups over here and I used my washi tape from my last video. And then this little saying says, "I'm not addicted to coffee. We're just in a committed relationship." I just think I need to add a little bit more to it. But here's another coffee mixed media piece. Okay, this coffee mixed media has a little bit more to it. Of course, a sun. Everyone knows I love drawing my suns. This is another one of my acrylic pours, and I added coffee is sunshine in my cup. And I also added some washi tape. So here towards the right is a more traditional coffee cup, like when we go to Starbucks. And then I just added some washi tape to give it some creativity. Here is another magazine mixed media piece. On the left, this was already a layout with the house, the violin, and the boat. One of the things that I like to work with magazine kind of graphics are like paths or tunnels and steps. I really can't explain the girl with the match. I just liked it because it's so different. So some of the words I wanted to add was exploring your options, and then over here on the right it's extraordinary people, and then towards the bottom this is a girl with her jeans on, and I added on top, "I'm learning to accept my imperfections." I really like this graphics where a man was standing there looking up, and then there's his silhouette to the left. And then over here on the far right, I love this hand. I still want to do something like add words on the bandages. I don't know, what do you think? Okay, some last minute graphics. On the tip top, there are some feet on top of a bench, and then there's a car in the middle, and then there's some legs just hanging down with some tennis shoes. And then there's just a white tennis shoe all by itself. I just like the way that looks when you put it all together, especially when it's like exploring your options. It's just different ways of thinking. Okay, this is the last magazine collage, and another graphic I like using are staircases and steps. And this man in the middle that's sitting on the edge, he's from a vintage magazine. On the top, I added "Forget the Itinerary," and these legs are Rod Stewart's from the AARP magazine. I really like this cocktail I added here, and it says, "Can I hang out with you?" And then there's a trolley and it says "Riverfront," and some other words are "imagination" and "I'm still in awe." I really like this orange car that's just tucked behind his leg. So that is it, and it would mean so much to me if you can tell me what your favorite is in the comments section below. That will really help me because I'm going to start making these for craft fairs, and your feedback would be greatly appreciated. Now I do have some coffee ones. I've done well with coffee mixed media on canvases. So if you can let me know if that's something that you would like or more of the magazine collages. So thank you so much for adding your comments below. It means a lot to me. I want to thank Jenny again with Jenny's Crafty Corner and her hashtag Wing It Wednesday. So if you don't know Jenny's channel, I invite you to visit her. She not only has beautiful crafts, but she shares how she makes them. I know you'll love her channel. And I want to thank you so much for visiting my channel, for my subscribers. If you're new to my channel, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that you take the time to watch my videos. So thank you again and again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.